What's up, everybody? I apologize for the tardiness. I had a couple meetings go long. Nothing but meetings today. So I'm going to take a moment to start getting some things together here, and we will get going in about 2 minutes. So first, I need to get my music together. I've done a half decent job of cleaning up my space, but I'm going to just move the camera over here for a second. Right there. As I gather my things a little bit more. I like to have a checklist of what I'm doing with you guys, so I just need to pull that up. Let me get rid of that. Pull up my checklist of what we're going to do today. Excellent. Checklist of things. And let's get a little music going. And let me get my exercise timer going as well. Let's get that going as well. All right, let me get a little music going for you guys. Until someone makes me do otherwise, I'm sticking with my Gregory Isaacs. So let me get that going. All right, let's see. All right. Actually don't have any viewers right now, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, let's see if anybody's here. We got somebody. Excellent. All right. Okay, getting started a little bit late because I've had nothing but meetings this morning. It's been quite tiresome, actually. Twice during my meetings, I had to turn off my camera. You know the meetings are getting a bit long and tedious when you have to turn off the camera, so then you can get up and move around. So twice during these meetings, I had to just turn off the camera so no one could see me, mute my microphone, and just move around, so they couldn't see the fact that I was basically, having to be distracted by my own body. But you have to do that. What was that? 3 hours of meetings today? 2.5, 2 3/4 meetings today? Yeah, get up and move around even during teleconferences if you can. Okay, so we're going to start off with our standard synovial joint warm-up. I'm going to keep it up high this time. Can you see me here? Yeah. All right, so I'm going to back up a little bit. Turn the camera down just a tad. Sorry for the motion sickness, folks. Start with a ankle balance challenge. Other direction. Switch legs. Now you're trying to stay as straight as possible. A little bit of a challenge. You're bringing your knee towards your chest, not your chest towards your knee. Okay. Switch directions. I hope these dogs won't make too much noise. Well, excellent. Okay. I'm going to put you down so you can see my feet. Okay. Let's see. So, we're rolling the toes. Rolling. 10. Change direction. See someone's chatting in the chat. I'll peek over there in a second to see who that is. Switch feet. Now I'm grinding pretty good in here because I'm used to it, but if you're not, just kind of do it surface. The idea is to get the synovial fluid and all these little ball and socket joints moving. That's the goal, is to get all these things moving. Switch direction. Camera's a little bit tilted that way. I'm going to move it. Excellent. Keep doing that for a second while I change the camera position. There we go. Who's in the room? Jeff Sonnen. All right, Jeff. If you can, move along with me. Next, feet together. Open your toes. And in and out. Focus on our ankles right now. Yeah, I don't know if you heard, Jeff, I was saying I was in meetings all morning, and teleconferences, of course, so I had to turn off the camera just so I could stand up and move around instead of sitting in my chair for 2.5 hours, 2 3/4 hours, something like that today. Excellent. Okay. Now I'm going to focus on my knees. Ankles are together. Just rotating. Just exploring. Middle of your day. Days for me is midday. Some of you might be on the East Coast. Your day might be ending, your work day, or you might be starting your day if you're 18 plus hours ahead of me. This is a check-in. This is not exercise. This is just a check-in. Change direction. This is just you listening to your knees and saying, hey, how are we doing? How are we doing today? Excellent. Okay, let me turn this down a little bit. Okay. Hips. Can you see my feet? Yeah, you can. Okay, so we're doing a little fish swim. So think in terms of like a fish that's swimming across your body and turns, swims back across. Just back and forth. This is just for your hip socket. Once you start feeling a little bit more open, or if you have the range, you can open it up even more. There you go. Switch legs, same thing. I'm going to be extra careful. I got to kind of check in with my left knee. Sometimes it's a little bit testy about putting all the weight on it. So I need to be prepared to set my toe down. I'll find myself losing my balance. I'm not trying to impress anybody here by keeping my foot up for 5 minutes. If I need to, I will set it down, regain my balance. Take the weight off my knee. I almost can't help but kind of swoosh my hands when I do this. Been doing it so often, it's almost like second nature. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Lost balance a little bit. Keep going. All right. And open it up a little bit more. There. Excellent. Next, let's see. Hula. So, it's the hula hoop motion. So it's to the right side, forward, to the left, back, to the right. Kind of 4 corners there. Just explore. I have a little bit of an impingement ping that happens if I go too far. It says, hey, back off. So I listen to it. And then once I'm feeling a little more comfortable with it, turn it into an oval just all the way around. But I'm blinked out for a second there. Switch direction. My goal is to stay stable from here up. Just moving the lower. Try not to move the knees any more than I have to. Excellent. I'm going to move this camera up because now the stuff I'm doing is more upper body related. All right. Let's see. Okay, upper body, kind of like at the top. So going into my horse stance. So open your feet, ankles together, and bring your ankles out, and bring your toes forward, and then sit like you're on horse. So cross it here, and I'm spinning my upper body like it's a top that's processing. Just explore the outer edges of my hips. Let them impinge just a little bit without banging. I'm doing this kind of as a control for my shoulders, so I'm not doing all the shoulder movement. And back the other direction. Just as if my lower body was stuck in cement. All I have is this upper body. Okay, so now, chest open up. Now you guys have been doing this with me on a regular basis. You know this is our standard warm up for everything. Just do this the first 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes every time. So open your chest, spread those ribs out. Think of the ribs and opening up. Open up that space between your ribs. So it's like you got up in the morning and there's a chest burster coming in. And as I go around, I roll around, not moving my lower body. Just letting ribs open and separate here, contract on the back, open and separate over here, contract on the other side. And then same on the back. And the other direction. Again, I'm not doing shoulder exercises. It's not yet. And one more. Now we're going to go into shoulders. Let's see, I'm going to go sideways so you can see here. Think in terms of, like that so you can see my neck better. There you go. Think in terms of good posture. Nice and straight posture. Okay, chin in, head tall, like a balloon. Like a balloon, floating straight up, straightening our spine out. Nice and good posture. Now we extend our neck out. Actually, what am I doing here? No, I don't want to do that one yet. Let's do shoulder rolls forward. That's what we're doing. Keeping that good posture, but we're rolling our shoulders forward. Been doing this here for a couple weeks online. I don't know if any of you guys have been doing it with me the whole time, but have you noticed any change in range? Some of you may have started out, or even right now, you might be just really tight in the shoulders. You work on a computer all day, you got really tight shoulders, so you might have this very little range. Hopefully, over time, you're opening that range up. That's the goal, to be able to relax that and open it all the way up. Then back the other direction. Couple more. Excellent. Now we're going to work on the neck. Face the other direction. Nice straight posture. As I was saying before, chin in. Consider this like this is really great posture. And then we're going to extend out. Bad posture. In. Out. In. Out. In. All the way out. In. One more time. All the way out. And we end. In. End on nice good posture. Have your body remember this is the position you want to be in. All right. Excellent. Now we're going to do a neck. So just chin in, lay off to the side like this, Let the weight hang down. Now, if you feel like you want to put a little bit more stretch on your neck, don't think in terms of crunching down on this side. Think in terms of lifting on the inside, on the outside here, lifting your chin up on there. And for me, for a little extra stretch, I'll push my hand down on this side here. And then slowly come upright, one leg to the other side. Keeping that chin in. And back. And last time. Okay, I'm going to look all the way to the left, chin in, eyes even further, not turning your shoulder, keep your shoulders square. Then leading with your eyes start to scan across the room and then your head starts to follow. Like your eyes are looking at something and then your head is facing it. Eyes are looking and then your head is facing it. Get to the other side, continue looking on. Then back, leading with the eyes directly across, not looking down, not looking up. Get your eyes face the left and then your face turns to meet it. And one last time back the other direction, leading with the eyes. Excellent. And everybody's favorite, your fingers. Let's get this up going here. Okay. Strong fingers, splayed out there, nice and strong. Squeezing tight. So if you're squeezing an orange, squeeze the juice out of that orange. Then flick the juice off your finger. Squeeze it, and then flick it. Okay? Flick, squeeze, flick. Strong squeeze, strong flick. Strong squeeze, strong flick. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it out. Shake it out. Slap it. Excellent. Okay, so every day we do this, I do a little bit of different movement on the ground, just to introduce slightly different ways of moving around. For whatever reason, your movement is limited. You got to find ways of moving, even if you don't have all your mobility allowed to you. So in this case, let's see, we've done crawling on our shoulders. This is just more of a hip walk, or butt cheek walk. So sit down, feet are in front of you. I'm going to do it at an angle here so you can see what I'm doing. But your basic goal is you're walking forward with your say your right cheek and stepping that heel out 3 or 4 inches, extend it as far as you can. And do the same with the next one. You're just walking. Come up with some scenario that your legs are tied together, they're in splints, you're carrying a baby, or whatever, so you can't use your hands, but you got to get across the room. And you can't bend your knees. Well, you can't use your legs as bendy objects, they have to stay straight. And then back. This is where I tend to pants myself. So I'm going to adjust Adjust myself so I'm not pantsing myself on the internet. But you'll find you have all sorts of ways of getting around. Everybody thinks in terms of just walking or maybe crawling or rolling, but there's other ways. Let's go back forward again. It's all about coordination. And back. Excellent. Whew. All right. No, workout has not ended. Keep going. Okay. While we're on the ground, we're going to do some leg sweeps. This is a little bit different. Son's birthday the other day. Okay, it's a little bit different. Let's see. I'm going to do it from this angle here so you can see. You need a little bit of space. You'll probably need 5-foot circle around you. Maybe a 5-foot circle. So, laying off on one side. Let's see. Let me tuck this in. We don't have any mishaps. Okay, I'm going to lay on my right side here. Knees are tucked up on my right shoulder. Hands are off the ground. Head is off the ground. I'm not this way. Extend my left leg, dragging it across the floor so it's out in front of me. Okay, and I'm bringing it behind me and extending it behind me so it gets close to my butt as I can from behind. And I sweep out in front, and then behind, and then out in front, and behind. Now, if you're on a floor that's too much friction, you can lift it up off the ground so you don't get like rug burn that way. But go as far as you can, and as far as you can, as far as you can, and as far as you can. And then when you get to the top, this one, you then lift it up here, right above your head. Bring your other leg up, switch. So that this leg is now straight and this leg is now bent, and you come over to the other side. Now I'm going to have to scoot over because I'm going to hook my table, my dresser. But so now you're on the other side, doing the same thing. My right leg is forward now. And so swinging it back, swinging it forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, and one more forward, get to the front, all the way forward. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring it up so it's straight ahead of me. Then I'm going to switch legs so the other one is up. My right leg's now down. I'm going to come down on the other side. Right there. So then I'm going to alternate. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go forward. And I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to switch, and I'm going to go down. And give it a little more room. So then sweep back, sweep forward, leg up, switch, and down. Sweep back, sweep forward, leg up, switch, and down on the opposite side. Back, forward, up, switch, down. Back, forward, up, switch. Now that we've done it a few times, I'm just going to do it continuously for a count of 10. 5 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember, you're keeping your head and your hands off the ground. You're not resting on it. And last one. 10. If you keep your hands off the ground, you end up doing a full. So every time you do this exchange, you're doing a crunch the whole way. So you're kind of getting that combo, full body motion. Next. All right, we should get up. We should get up off this ground. So it's something I do every class now. We're going to get up off the ground 10 times. Now, hopefully my mother will be watching this later today. If she's not watching right now, I think she's traveling. But the goal is to get on the ground and get back up. It's not something we do very often, especially here in America. Asian countries, things like that, they tend to sit more on the floor, not at their desk for so much time. More of their activities actually take place on the floor, while we tend to sit on desk, and the most we ever do is get from the desk, from the chair, all the way up. Chair, floor, bed, up, chair, up, but not all the way down on the floor. So now that we're down on the floor, let's get up off the ground. Find different ways of doing it. Now I'm going to do it the old man way to start. Nice and secure. Leg is straight, knee right over the ankles, not extending too far that way, not inside here. I'm not extending way inside like that. I'm not extending way forward, keeping my knee straight over my ankle. So it's like a beam straight into the ground. Hand down, hand on here. So I can push down on that knee without causing any strain and get right back up. Very simple way of getting up, kind of old man style. But we're going to do it 10 times, different ways. So I'm going to come down. This time I'm going to use my hands. For extra, let me get down on the ground, all the way on my back. Then I'm going to get back up. That's 2. This time I'm going to not use my hands at all. Down, down. Down, that's 3. Let's try this. Let's crawl out like a bear. Down on the ground. I'm down. I'm back up. That's 4. Let's see. Let's fall forward. Like that. Turn over on this side. Get back up. That's 5. Let's see. Other ways of getting down. Let's see. Well, let's just go one knee, the other knee, one cheek, another cheek, up. That's 6. 4 more. Down. 7. 8. 9, and 1 more. Okay, excellent. Next, let's see. Up, up, up. One more bit of mobility. One more bit of walking. Bend this down a little bit. Do a little bit of, let's see. Can you see me here? Yep. Move back and forth across the room. You can do a monkey walk. You can do monkey walk on different levels. And actually, I'm going to get something for someone who can't do it at all. Here we go. Different levels of monkey walk. I'm going to bring this chair over here as an example. So the goal for monkey is you're squatted down, right? You're going to be all the way down to the ground. You're going to be very high up. But the basics of it, say feet together, one leg extended, one leg extended, switch weight over to that leg, feet together, extend that out. That's the basic movement. Extend, shift, extend, shift. Okay? Now, do it more dramatically. Go out. Generally, you have your hands on the ground as your monkey. Leg goes out. Come in. And hop. The other direction. I do back. So, my legs extended. Coming down, hands on the ground. Shifting my legs over. Coming over. Do it this way. Legs extended. Coming down. Shifting my legs over. Coming up. Now, if you can't do that, you can do it with a chair. You come down, extend, hands on the chair, nice and secure. There. Here, use it to take the weight off your knees or whatever. Hop, legs out. There we go. Simple. Just because we're calling it monkey doesn't mean we have to go full on crouching tiger, drunk monkey in tiger's eye. So one more example for me is extend out, down, hands on the ground, over. Boom. Boom. Excellent. Simple, different ways of moving around. All right, time for some breathing. Always end on breathing. Let's get ourselves comfortable. Excuse me while I adjust the camera a bit. Excellent. All right. Not sure how many people are actually with me today. I think I saw 2 in there. I know some people said they'll check in later. I'll be very grateful if they do. Mainly, I'm doing this as a tool for people who are looking for an excuse to take a break and do some movement. It's really hard to motivate yourself to get up and do something. But if you have an appointment, like an arrangement to do it with somebody, then you're more likely to do it. So for me, this is just a way of making me do this exercise every day. I do it every day, but I might do it for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 and then cop out or whatever, or push it off and then the day gets past me. But making this appointment with you helps me stay on point. And hopefully it's a great excuse for you to stay on point for yourself and give yourself this little bit of time. And when you're doing this with me, I don't expect you to do what I'm doing. I'm not the boss of you. You can be doing whatever you want. I would just like to know that you're still moving. That's important. And whatever you're doing, don't do things to the extreme that you actually hurt yourself. It counteracts everything you try to do when you go too hard. You're by yourself. Don't try to impress anybody. Just do the work nicely. Be good to yourself. All right. Some basic breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Deep in through your nose, and out through your mouth. All the way out till you're empty. Inhale deep. Till you can't anymore. Exhale. Long inhale. Long exhale. This isn't special breathing or anything like that. Just listening to your breath. Excellent. Thank you very much for taking a half hour of your time to keep me focused and keep me on my schedule. I appreciate it. I'm going to come over to the computer and see what comments were made and sign myself out here. So I'm just going to walk you on over. Apologize for the discombobulation and disorientation from this. Excellent. Oops, gotta away from that so you know. All right, folks. Thank you very much for your time, and I will see you again real soon. Until then, keep moving. Take care.